can I say? Me and you both would never get along, we should go our way. Saw you at the back of the club, grinding on another guy. Should've used my words more often, should've made you feel important. Why was I so nauseous?
This is a Pondra Show. My name is Ronan Okwara. In the studio, we have Royalty by Blood.
Appreciate
it. A tribal chief's grandson, man. In the house.
Did your research?
Man, I'll tell you. And also, next in line, I'll repeat. Next in line, king of R&B in Melbourne, Australia, man.
Man, what an intro. What an intro. That was really
I haven't finished.
Even that alone, that first sentence.
The works he has put so far, man, is unchallenged. My brother, Tèbir Dang, welcome to the Pondra for the first time.
Yeah, appreciate you having me, man. I've been watching you. I've been watching your show online and everything, so it's really dope to be here.
Man, I really appreciate you taking the time to come. It must have taken you a long time. Like, I mean, like the distance from here to where you originally live, man.
Nah, I don't remember the last time ever coming towards this area. It's
far.
It's far. I didn't want to say your address. But
you just say, "Oh man, it was close, man." Don't be shy. Just say it, man. Just say, "Ron, man, you live far."
Yeah, you live far, man. You live very far.
But I appreciate you coming here. That means you're supporting us. Man.
100%. Always. I think
we always support your work, as you know, man.
Appreciate it so much. And that, like I was telling you before, I think the Melbourne scene needs a lot more of this type of content. People like yourselves and everything. So
thanks, man.
Appreciate you for doing what you do.
Tèbir, is it such a real name?
My Tèbir, it's actually pronounced Tèbir.
Tèbir.
But I let people just say
just say it. I say Tèbir or whatever I was saying.
Yeah. But Tèbir is my family name.
Mm-hmm.
My first name is Deng.
I thought it was a stage name.
Yeah, well, it is, and I use my family's name as a stage name, so I carry my family's name.
Yeah.
When I'm performing and doing all these sorts of things, just as a reminder.
Solidify the name itself.
Exactly.
I must be proud of you, because you know what? Where I grew up, I'm an African, because I don't know where you grew up, African and stuff. They always say, our name needs to be strong, man. Everywhere you have to mention who you
100%,
are.
100%.
Tell them who you are. I love that.
Carrying the family. Yeah, carrying the family.
What does it mean?
Tèbir, I don't know exactly the meaning of it. Mm-hmm. Although my first name is Deng. Very common South Sudanese name.
Yeah, it is.
Dang. So Deng means rain.
Mm-hmm.
And also just Deng, just being known as a god, the rain of God, rain god. But so that's where my name comes from.
Positive thing, rain in Africa. I mean, man. So I understand you were born in Yemen.
Yeah.
Do you identify yourself as Yemen, Australian, or South Sudanese?
Of course, South Sudanese. Of course, South Sudanese. I think when I was in Yemen, not a lot of people, no one looked like me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So growing up in Yemen, surrounded by a lot of Arabs and everything.
Tell us your story, my brother. I mean, you just tell us, how your upbringing, everything. How you migrated to Australia and stuff.
Yeah. My dad was a teacher back in South Sudan. Mm-hmm. And I think during that time, there was a lot of civil war and everything that was going on.
Yeah. To the mic, my brother.
Yeah, my bad. So my dad and my mother, they traveled to Yemen just because of work. And with my dad's background of work and, being someone who has a lot of knowledge, especially back in our homeland and everything like that, it leads them to having a lot more options, I guess, especially, it's considered as power. The more knowledge you have, the more in tune with politics and all that type of stuff, which I don't want to get into.
Yes,
but so due to his work, he went to Yemen.
With his girlfriend.
With my. There's no such thing as girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like
you're kind of married. It's either you're married or
there's no such thing as girlfriend.
Yeah. I understand. I just wanted to westernize it.
Westernize it. Yeah. But so my parents, they went to Yemen, and that's where I was born. So I was in Yemen for about a few months. Then I went back to Sudan, and this is me as a baby, by the way. So after a few months, I went to Sudan, and then after about a year or so, I went back to Yemen. So I was still really, really young. But just growing up in Yemen, you know, not seeing a lot of people that look like you, so you sort of have to, I always say, I'm comfortable around any type of environment that people don't look like me. You know, I adapt quick. Exactly.
That's the
exactly. And I think I've taken that with me to like literally everywhere I go. Like even when I was in school.
When did you migrate to Australia, man?
I came here in 2003.
How old were you?
I was 8 years old when I came here.
What was the culture shock like, man?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Different things happening, and
it was really crazy.
Because culture shock is what makes a person.
Yeah.
If you can adapt to the culture or not adapt to the culture, then it can lead you astray, and you know you go like, what's going on here? That's not it.
Nah.
Tell us your story.
I tell you what, like growing up in Yemen, I was always watching a lot of TV, and so obviously a lot of the things that I saw was American TV, the American culture, everything. You know, the portrayal of like gangsters, like you know, just and especially looking at the TV, and I'm like, yo, these people actually look like me. But
when you're on the ground now,
you know what I mean? And so the funny thing is, like, when I came here in 2003, we lived in St. Albans for a bit, and then we went to Flemington. And in Flemington, I remember, like, as a matter of fact, I remember, like, first touching down in Australia, looking at the city lights and everything. I thought I was in America. Wow. I didn't know anything about Australia. I didn't know exactly where we were.
You just knew you were going somewhere.
I knew we were going somewhere. And in my head, I thought this is America. So for a few days, I thought I was in America, you know? But especially when we moved into Flemington, like, and seeing the big community of, like, African people. And it was just amazing for me, you know? I think... Like, for me, it was really rare just because growing up in Yemen, like...
Were they loving?
Oh, yeah, for sure. But, the community was beautiful, you know? And I think, especially back then as well, just because everybody is still new to Australia, so everyone's still trying to find their ground, their identity and all that type of things. But it was amazing. Yeah, it was beautiful.
Sorry, I might go a little bit dark. But... in your songs and everywhere you always talk about your mom. What happened to your dad, man?
No, my dad is still in the picture. Dad is still in the picture.
He just wants to stay like hidden, or what's going on?
My dad is still in the picture. Like just growing up, he's still there for us, you know. Very supportive. I was lucky enough to have both of my parents.
Beautiful.
You know, and I think just a lot of people don't really, especially from South Sudanese background with civil war that was happening and everything. That's still going on.
A lot of people become single parent upbringing and stuff like that.
And
how was your upbringing? How did you grow up? Primary school, secondary school, high school, they call it here?
Yeah. So once again, like, I was really comfortable being around a lot of different environments. In primary school,
what's the name of the primary school, man?
I went to say...
We might shout out the math teacher there. Shout out to Miss Julia.
I went to...
she was good to me.
I went to I went to like 3 primary schools.
Why? Okay.
Yeah, so
tell us the story.
When I was in St. Albans, I went to when I was in St. Albans, I went to St. Albans Primary School. And then back then, like months, it would feel like a long time.
Yeah,
right? So you'd stay in, especially being so young. Like, so in St. Albans, I went to St. Albans St. Albans Primary School, and then in after a few months, my family moved out to Flemington. So from Flemington, then I went to St. Brendan's Primary School, and I was there for a few months again. And then after that, we went to Footscray, and then that's where I went to St. Monica's Primary School. And yeah, so it was real
Of the
quick.
three of them,
Yeah.
which one do you prefer the most?
I stayed in St. Monica's the longest.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, and that's where I finished my primary school years.
What about high school?
For high school, I went to 3 high schools as well.
What the?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I went to
You explain your story.
So I went to man, my head is everywhere at the moment.
It
I feel
doesn't
like I was
matter.
in high school a long time ago. You know? God damn. But,
I told you something was going on with my memory today. Do you still remember when I was saying, I don't know why I'm forgetting stuff.
No, I went to Simmons Catholic College in the city, and then I got a scholarship to go to Xavier.
Okay.
So then I was in Xavier for a bit, and then I finished
Xavier is
College.
good, yeah.
Yeah, real good school, real beautiful people. Despite
I've
all
got a cousin who's got a kid.
Yeah.
Who went to Xavier, but he had challenges.
Yeah.
He was challenging the teachers there and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I did as well.
And I thought the teachers were too nice. That's what
He thought that they were too nice.
I thought teachers were too nice to him. That's why he was behaving that way.
Okay.
Were they too nice? You're out of it now.
No,
you can say it now.
I mean, yeah.
Like
I mean,
now.
obviously
You're
with
gonna
every
like,
school,
they used to let us do whatever we want.
No, I think obviously with every school you have, your good apples and your bad apples. You know, and I think there's some teachers that are really there for you, and there are some teachers that just teach. Does that make sense? So
they just come.
they just come to do their job.
Yeah, they're not. For
And
the average. Because if you're a teacher, you have to be able to counsel.
100%.
Yeah.
And then I think
To be a mom or a dad, or
but then at the same time, it's like you don't want to ask too much of them.
no, it comes with what do you call it? With the work.
Yeah, for sure. But
That's what I believe. If you're a nurse, you're a caring person, and stuff like that. And someone is sick, you just hug them, give
I think
them.
But then again, like if that's the way to approach things, then from the top bottom, I feel like the whole schooling system, the schooling system should not be what it's like at the moment. Like you're expecting like 25 kids to all be in the same level of education. You know what I mean? Like, and then you have a teacher who you think
it's supposed to to cater for everyone.
It's like an impossible task. Like
but it kind of happened where I grew up. I mean, like education back, because I grew up in Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
Then or probably the cane used to let us. You used to use a cane.
I used to get that back in Yemen. I know exactly what I mean.
But he is a little bit different.
Yeah.
Now that's abuse. They call it.
Yeah.
I don't think that's it. Well,
Yeah. No. But
So that was high school.
Yeah. So. And then from Xavier, and then I went to CBC, Christian Brothers College, where I finished school. Yeah, so it was like a lot of moving back then as well.
Dang, my brother Tèbir. I'll call it Tèbir until you correct me so much. Look, when did these melodies came, man? Yeah, were you young or is it in the blood? What's going on? Because you're really musical.
Yeah. Growing up.
How and when did you discover you can sing?
Yeah,
that's how I want to know.
Yeah, no. To be honest, I don't even. As a matter of fact, I know exactly.
You didn't know.
So growing up, both my parents were musicians, so they used to sing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So both of you.
So unknowingly, it was like always there for me.
What type of music were they into?
Just cultural music. My mom actually used to write songs and everything. In our native tongue and everything.
Could play music or instruments and stuff.
She couldn't play, but she had vocals.
How about
so
Dad?
She could sing a lot, and then my dad as well. He could also sing. So my mom, she used to.
So it's in your blood.
Those tape recorders?
Yeah.
My mom used to just record herself and everything like that. And even now, like I really want to find it. And me and my siblings.
At that time, you used to annoy you. Mom, you're singing all the time. But now you're trying to find them on.
Yeah. So just the tape recorders, and this is like prehistoric stuff, man. So I really want to try and
Did you find what your mom did? Your mom's work from previous time?
It's somewhere around. If I really search for it, then
You
we
have
should
to,
be able
man. That'll
we
be-
have to,
that'll
we have
be
to.
classic.
But do they even make tape recorders anymore? Do they? Where can you even play these days?
I think that shop, you know that shop where you buy secondhand things. What do they call it? That other one where you
Savers?
Savers
or
things,
something?
and you can go buy secondhand stuff.
Yeah, okay.
You
But
can
yeah,
find you
I have
can
to- I
even
have to
find
it first.
VHS videos and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
and tapes and
I
stuff
know,
like
I
that. We used to put a pen in it, and just
And then do it, yeah, exactly.
Jesus.
Or sometimes we had long nails. Just
Just do it. Just gotta,
Yeah.
it's right there. The song that I want is there. Okay, then when you play it, it starts. Jesus.
Yeah.
So when you're young, you used to. When did you start singing yourself?
Yeah.
Were you in a choir? What happened?
No, I was never really like into choir or anything like. I mean, during school, like I'd always be encouraged to do it. Just by like the singing coach
Writing,
or whatever,
recording, and all.
Yeah, and back then, like it was nothing that I took seriously, but it was really fun for me to do. And then I remember Footscray, they at the Phoenix, they started having like sessions on Mondays where they would open up workshops for whoever wants to come in. And so like for a few years I was just going there it's a Monday. Nobody likes a Monday, but that was something for me to look forward to.
Quiet day too.
That was something for me to look forward to after school each day. So I'd go there and just hang around with some friends and just make music and everything, but nothing ever too serious. And I think it wasn't up until 2018 that I.
So
that I was like,
you'd go there alone?
Yeah, I'd go after school. I'd go there.
Were you a lone ranger all the time? Yeah.
No, I think we're all alone to a certain point.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like everyone's a loner to a certain point.
I know.
But I don't know. I think that was.
I talk too much, so people avoided me. Starts talking. This goes right away, man.
But yeah.
So I used to be a loner for a while, just thinking of what to do, and I would say stuff that's too complicated for, sometimes you say
things without thinking.
Then that's too much for people.
Yeah. I hear you, man. I hear you. I think.
So when did you start recording your first song, or write the first song, pen it down?
I think I was maybe 13, 13 years old. I wrote this little rap that I still have on Facebook.
What is it called?
I don't even know what it's called.
You're embarrassed.
No,
I know.
I don't.
You still remember it, but you're just embarrassed.
No. But the thing is, the thing is,
did I write that?
But I wrote the song, but I didn't have like a title for it. Like if you go on my Facebook, you should be able to find it. Yeah.
Oh, if I go on your Facebook, I'll find it.
You'll find it. You'll find it.
I should have dug
deep.
Yeah.
Let me.
I should have played it on the TV. You should have been embarrassed.
It's not embarrassing. I'm actually really happy about it. I'm really happy about it. Like.
What was it about? A girl?
No, it
was just, usually people would tell me, I got into music because I had a heartbreak.
It was nothing like that. I remember it was very arrogant. Like it was just talking myself up. I think it was like, dang, is in the game and I want my face all over posters, TVs and news, watching Dumb. I don't know. It was just something like that. It was actually pretty good. Hey, for a first song,
it was pretty
solid. Yeah.
When was this?
What was
year?
It? Maybe 2008. Wow. Maybe 2008, 2009. Yeah, around then. But
then you took it further, yeah.
Yeah, not really. Like music was always just something on the side that I was like, I just tap into for fun.
All right.
Like I'd make little demo tracks and I'd show it to my
friends. It's usual, like in Australia, usually music, you only take it serious if they are with big money talking. Otherwise, you just, here and there and stuff like that, yeah?
Yeah, no, definitely. Like, with me, I got into dancing a lot more. Like when I was 13, 14 years old, I got into dancing a lot more just because that was something that was just catapulting a lot quicker.
Do you have videos or something?
Oh yeah, 100%. I made my own group back in the days. Me and a friend of mine named Daniel Leah. He's from the eastern suburbs as well.
All right.
So back then we made our own dance crew called Culture Crew.
Right? Oh wow.
Yeah. So From Culture Crew.
Where did you take the group to? Because you can actually sign in for dance competitions and stuff. Did you try? And do that?
Yeah. No, for sure. We did like one dance competition. I think we placed second at the time. But then the thing about us is that we were very active in the Melbourne scene, especially back then. So we were going to like. No transport. No
funding.
No, none of us are driving. None of us are driving or anything like that. There's about 4 or 5 of us. Like every day after school.
I like it. That's grinding.
Oh, we were grinding hard. So every day after school, we would go and just rehearse out in Federation Square, where they used to have these mirrors. It was just too much for us to do.
Pep post build. I like that.
So we just used those mirrors, and every day after school, we would all just link up, and then we'd go there. We'd start practicing and everything. And this is something that we did consistently.
How many were you?
At some point, the most we've had, it was 12. But then there was like 5 main ones.
Yeah.
But so every day we'd do that. But then another thing as well is that we were getting gigs a lot. So we were performing everywhere around Melbourne, like east side, north, west, just literally everywhere.
I need to do my research.
And we would have we would like get there, just by catching transport or everything, just because none of us drove. But
so what happened to the group?
Let me tell you this. We used to do busking. So from busking, we'd get like a lot of people watching us and everything like that. A lot of the times there was always people that come up to us and make fake promises. You know what I mean? Like people that would then want to have those conversations with us. How serious are you guys? Where do you guys want to take this? Blah blah.
Ask me about that.
And then we met someone who by the name.
I feel like I want to throw a shade at someone.
And then we met. What do you mean?
Because some people promise me big stuff.
100%. There's a lot of it.
That's why I understand what you're talking about.
And especially being like us being young.
Yeah.
And every opportunity we're just gonna jump at. We're not gonna think about it too much or anything like that. But
I've already thrown the shade, so they know who they are.
But
because they watch.
Yeah. No, there's this guy named Philemon. He's a real dope guy, and I know him till now.
Yeah.
He was the first one to come up to us and actually then network us to people who then we had a manager. And then our manager, through that we started performing at like a lot of big festivals and I think our biggest one we did was Superfest, which is back in like 2012. And this was Chris Brown, Kelly Rowland.
Before they banned everyone. Chris Brown
So we were under this management called Paper Chase, but nothing contracted or anything like that. So we were fortunate enough, like at the age of like 15 and stuff, to be touring Australia and performing. And performing like to stay at hotels with the same people that we look up to.
Send me their videos, so I'll put it up.
Man.
Like we're talking, or put up the videos, man.
I'll send you the videos. So I had and the funny thing is as well, like we had a lot of these videos that like there was a lot of
ego that time.
15
touring. Were you 15 at that time?
We were
touring and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I think.
The ego. How was it? Did you have a mentor? Who would say, nah, boys, your ego is too big?
No, we didn't have mentors, but we were like cool enough to have like little small chats with like a lot of people.
All right.
People like Ice Cube.
To calm you down.
No, like.
They'll calm you. They'll calm you down.
Just come and talk to us. People like Ice Cube, people like T-Pain, you know, back then. And I remember like a lot of the guys, like we would all be like super nervous right before we jump on stage, just because you see the clock and there's a countdown. And
the stage manager just got it's about time.
And the countdown is like is very daunting.
Yeah.
So especially being that young as well. And there was only 4 of us at the time. So I remember like.
What about at home? Did mom let you go? But she trusted the system?
Yeah. Like my mom.
Or you were an honest kid, because sometimes it comes with how you behave at home too.
Man, all we're doing is dancing. It's not like we're out there doing drugs or anything like that. You know what I mean? like we're going to dance, man. Who's kind of mom's gonna be like, oh, don't dance? This is not a movie, man. This is real life. People don't care about all the dead shit.
I know what you mean, man. Jesus.
Yeah, but yeah, you know, like.
So how long did that one last for?
It lasted for a long time. And I still have like, you know, a really good relationship with these guys. Like when we see each other, it's still like we didn't miss a beat or anything. Why
didn't you continue it? Like become a band, like tour? That's why I'm asking. That's the question I'm asking.
Yeah,
because it seems like now I like who you are now as an individual. Yeah. But I'm just saying, where did the other guys just sort of like slip down, or they became fathers? You know,
you know the funny thing is,
a little bit of Tommy dad time.
They still look the same. I think I'm the only one who's gained all this.
No,
you know, but I'm the biggest one now. But these guys, the funny thing is, they're still doing like now they're doing music as well.
All right,
you know. So Aaron Cavallo. Mm-hmm. He's a dope musician, and he also does a lot of like clubbing gigs and all these type of things.
Beautiful.
Daniel Elia, which is the person who I made the group with, and he's doing a lot of music as well. And now he's venturing off to like acting as well.
All right.
So it's dope. Orion, so he's someone who's like probably one of the best dancers I've ever come across, and I always tell him like the moment that I get up, the moment that I feel like I've got a big platform. And I start performing live again, with dances and everything. Like he's got to be there with me.
He's in.
He's in.
How about acting?
With acting?
Yeah. Are you going to venture? Yeah, yourself. You look like, you look good for acting, man. Someone told me you love going to the gym. Rumors. I did my research, but
no, I do.
I've been sending my spies there
but
to just look you up and stuff.
The thing is, it's not that I love going to the gym. It's just I feel like it's a good therapy session.
You should tell me that.
Yeah. I'm telling you, for therapy session, you know, since we don't really go out see, talk to psychologists or anything like that.
It's good to just,
so just going to the gym, letting off
lose
steam.
a little bit of weight.
And you're good, man. You're good. You're good, man. Just do a bit of walking around.
So what's your routine when you go to the gym?
What my routine used to look like, it would be after work. I would try and go to the gym straight away, and then just have that moment to myself, and then after that, go home and just try and create music.
All right.
So I was just trying to make that a consistent thing.
Congratulations, your new single, "Better Man," has been gaining ground since it's released, my brother.
Oh yeah.
It's a good thing, man.
Yeah.
And
so the actor's in it, right?
Yeah.
Seen the acting in it, right?
Ah man, it's art. That's what I was gonna say. It's both art, lyrically, music video, incredible.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
It must have taken you a long time to walk us through the whole process, putting all that up and to have the finished product from when you started penning it down to now where the music video is. Yeah,
I'll try and keep it brief. I remember I literally had a dream at like 4 in the morning, and that was pretty much the dream of it, the whole concept and everything. So I woke up and I started writing it down. And then the following day, I gave a call to a friend of mine who I work closely with in like all my content and all my videos and everything, by the name of Alain Potier. He's like a director, stylist, photographer, and he just does everything, man. He's so dope at what he does. And you need to have him on here one day, I'm telling you. Yeah, so I hit him up and I just told him about the whole concept and everything like that. And then from then on, we linked in the right people, so we reached out to Abdul. So he's a videographer. All right. But he also does other things as well, and he's like really awesome at what he does. And we were watching his stuff, so we're like, we definitely have to reach out to him. Reached out to him, just had a chat and everything like that. He turned out to be a great guy, Turned out to be such a great guy, and this is someone who...
He does extra.
He does. He goes above and beyond. He goes above and beyond.
There's some people who just you just go like, we're just here. But someone who's relaxed, makes you comfortable,
100%.
Stuff.
And I think
that's him. What's his name?
His name is Abdul. Yeah, so Abdul is he's just super sick at what he does. But I think that's pretty much... Those were the ingredients that I needed.
So when you pen down the song itself, because I wanted to ask you this, like, is musical content, like your musical content, is it based on your life experiences and stuff, or does it just come to you and stuff? Because R&B people, sometimes I feel like they write things that they experience in their life. Because sometimes your music, because I've been listening to it for a while, it touches me. Like,
hey, man, thank you.
That's good music, man. Yeah. I feel like you talk in situations that I've been in before, even when I was young and stuff.
Yeah, no, and I think that's my whole aim. You know, I think I want something that people could relate to. You know, and sometimes it's not meant for everybody. So with my content, the way that I write, like when I was younger, I always wanted to be a storyteller, like regardless. So a bit of it is storytelling, right? And you know, just by the visuals as well, bringing it to life and everything. And also a bit of it is like personal life experiences. Yeah. So I try and join those two together, and
because I can't draw between the lines sometimes. I go like,
and that's the thing though. I leave it for interpretation.
Is he telling us his life experience or just
That's my thing. I leave it for interpretation. Like for me, I just create the art and just let it speak for itself.
It's beautiful art.
Yeah, thank you. And I don't want to like specify it just because I want people to have their own interpretations of it. You know, like especially like with videos and the whole concept.
The script for the video, who came up with who came about? I mean, like who came up with it? And I'm like, who wrote it?
Yeah, I did. Oh, yeah, I did. So I wrote the script. And I had, of course, I could have not done it without the help of Elaine and Abdul. You know, they helped me out a lot, and the way that they helped me out is like fine tuning the details. You know, because sometimes the details, you might have all these 100 things going on, but then at the same time, it's like directing is a whole different thing.
All right.
You know, directing and at first I wanted to like do a bit of the acting, but then I realized for this vision, I don't think I'm able to do it.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Most of the visuals, some of them, you don't even appear. I don't
need to. I think the art. I don't know. I feel like the art should speak for itself. You know, I'm not.
I love that though.
Yeah, I don't need to be like.
I love that, man. It shows growth in like growing up in the music industry. Like you said, your mom is a musician, your dad. You understand how art works. Yeah. You don't have to be in it. I don't have to be in it. And I think it's more powerful. I love that.
And I'm getting like for example, for the Better Man, like, you know, reaching out to all these actors, like it was like they all killed it. Like these are all good friends of mine, and like
what's the storyline with the Better Man?
So Better Man talks about pretty much the gist of it is trying to be a better person.
But the girl is the one who seems to be to be promiscuous, because you're saying, I've seen you at the club winding up for someone, but how does it come back to me as a better
the storyline,
man?
so it's more of like you want things to go the way that you want it to go, although that's not always going to be the case. All right. Do you know what I mean? So for an example, watching you know that line there in particular. So it's like saying, since I saw that, now I'm gonna act a fool and do my own thing, you know. And even though that's something that you could have communicated easier, you know, just had that little talk about it or whatever, you decided to go and take things into your own hand rather than communicate. But we can still be
friends. Yeah. Are the friends friends with benefit?
Oh yeah,
R&B people are tricky.
The thing is, like, that's the thing. Just leave it for interpretation.
All right,
you know what I mean? Like, just
because when I was listening to this one, I'm confused a little bit. I have to ask the man himself.
So I think like it's funny because each time I talk to someone, they'll say they related to it in a different way.
They say love is jealous. That's how I found that like.
Yeah, it's like you want it as well. Yeah.
You know.
But then a part of it as well is like growth. It's like if you watch the visual, you realize that the first person that's shown, even though he messed up, even though he cheated and everything like that, he walked away from the relationship.
Exactly. Then
and then he comes across someone
who is in the relationship.
But then he found her. You know, so he supported her. So somebody else supported her. And for you to be mature enough to be like...
You have to let it go.
Yeah, you know, for you to be mature enough and be like, okay, he's treating her better than I am.
I didn't.
And then I did. And just for you to acknowledge that or whatever.
Maturity.
You know what I mean? It's just like growth, and that's him being a better person as well. So it's like play on it, yeah.
Art. I love it, man. You have another song which went viral, man. Yeah. It's called Daily.
Yeah.
From the EP.
Yeah.
Butterfly Effect.
Yeah.
That one went viral. Featured your mom, man.
I had to. Mama Dukes.
Yeah. And I also saw the video of T-Pain reviewing it at the same time. And what was your reaction, man, when you saw T-Pain?
Oh, man, it was really dope.
It must have been beautiful for you. He was disappointed you didn't include your mom, you know. And I felt him.
Yeah. No, definitely. And that's the thing though, like that track Daily, even though I released it, I think last year, that track has been completed for about 4 or 5 years. Do you know what I mean? Like that song has been completed for about 4 years or so.
Wow.
So 4 or 5 years. And so it's a really old song of mine.
Then you just had to put it on on the EP.
So I just felt like it's still relevant.
I don't understand musicians. They can keep something for so long and it just does sound relevant now.
Yeah. I think for musicians, like you always have to be ahead. Especially, that's something that I learned earlier on. You know, when I did my first release, I didn't really have like a catalog of things that I can put out next. So what I've learned is to always like be steps ahead. So a lot of the stuff that I'm putting out now and going to be putting out is like stuff from like a year ago or 2 years ago. You know? So I'm trying to catch up. So I'm trying I want to be at a point where it's like, even though it's difficult, just because every time I'm in the studio, I always create something new. I want to be at a point where
you catch up.
Yeah,
but you can't. You're the trend setters. You set the trend.
Yeah.
You know where we're going.
I'm telling you, a lot of these songs are like super old. Not just me myself, but like a lot of these artists. Because if you what artists should do, like if you ask an artist to see their catalog,
but why do they feel fresh?
That's the thing, though, it's just to fix them. You just have to fix them. Aliens,
I think difficult. You are.
Yeah, but even now, like I have like hundreds of stuff that I want to put out, but I have to be patient about it.
Man, the question is, have you or your team tried to reach out to T-Pain to see if you can work together on your future projects and all?
No, I haven't reached out. I should have.
Do you have a team? Do you have management?
No, I don't.
Why?
It's tough coming across. Okay, this is the thing, yeah. So the creative side of things. So in terms of,
because you already present to me. It looks to me from outside. I'm looking from outside box.
Yeah.
Oh, look, his work. He must have like incredible management.
Yeah.
I'm actually shocked that you're saying you don't have management.
Yeah. No, I don't. And we do want management, but
that's true talent there.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Like and I believe I've got really great people around my life.
Would you want management? What type of management do you want?
If it makes sense, then 100%. If it makes sense, then for sure. But I'm not new to this. When I was younger, right. I've had people manage us, and there's a lot of things that just didn't work out. So I'm not new to it now.
Managers are selfish. It's what they want rather than what
but
art is, because you understand art.
Yeah, 100%. But it's not to discredit them or anything. But I think building a relationship is more important than having that business side of things. Do you know what I mean? So there's a reason why, like, I keep the people that I work with close to me. You know, these are people that I can call up. You know, it doesn't even have to be to work. These are people I can just call up and just have a chat, catch up with. You know, what's going on?
Ron, what's up, man?
Go play pool or whatever.
Look at me, including myself.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Ron, what's up, man? Can I come to the show? I've got something new. You have to do that, though. If I've got something new, just feel comfortable.
Building relationships is a lot more important. Yeah, networking. But if it makes sense, then for sure. But then at the same time as well, like I want to be at a stage, at a platform where I could then approach like a big company and be like, I already have these things, and this is what I need.
Man.
Yeah, this is what I need from you guys.
Your catalog is impressive. It looks as if from outside the box.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
So that means you're putting in, because I understand if you don't have management and all that, that means you're putting in your time, you know, your money
time,
and stuff
money,
like that, and stuff like that. Yeah. That means you are ready.
Yeah.
And you're already ready for a long time anyway.
Yeah. Thing as well, it's like a lot of these things are, as an artist, you should learn as well. You know, to understand what goes on in the background and all these sorts of things. You know, like I think that's how.
What would it take for people to approach you, give you something? Are you signed with any record company?
No, I'm not signed or anything like that.
It doesn't independent.
It doesn't take much, you know. All it takes is just a ordinary conversation, just a normal conversation. Like see what we can do for each other. You know. But then I think, it could be a hard knock game, the business side of things.
I'll leave it to that. I don't want to encourage a lot of, you know, vampires out there, mosquitoes coming to suck out blood out of you. And I know you're clever. You're not stupid. You can just tell these contracts are dodgy ones. How supportive is your family and the close friends towards your music career, man?
Oh yeah.
They supportive?
No, yeah, 100%. They're very supportive.
Close friends?
I think close friends. A lot of people that I know, they're very supportive. They're very supportive. And what I need to do, supportive. I really want to do a live show.
Is she gonna be featured in another song?
For sure.
Please,
100%. Everybody's been asking for it, so you know I have to get a. Yeah.
That's a blessing, man.
Yeah,
true blessing. Yeah, especially Daily, man. I respect that, and I respect her for allowing you to include her in there. Because sometimes Mama will like, no, what are you doing? No, I can't.
Nah, that song means a lot to me. Like,
it's powerful.
Yeah, just because that's literally the song that my mom wrote for me when I was born. So for me to include that on my EP as the intro track is literally the introduction.
Wow.
Yeah, so
she sang that song?
Yeah, so she wrote that song and I sang it before I was born. And so, like, that's literally the soundtrack to my life. So it meant a lot for me to play it, to put it into the EP. Yeah.
Beautiful. Your music arrangement, lyrics, vocals are of high standard. I'm sure you know that.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Did you study music? Did you study music in uni?
Nah, didn't study music or anything like that.
This is raw talent.
I think I was just listening to a lot of music and being a dancer as well, knowing exactly what I would like, knowing what I want. And even my younger brother, he's an amazing producer. Like he's the one who's the young music prodigy in the family, so he knows how to read music and all these sorts of things, you know.
It's a musical family.
Yeah.
I'm after a single, so can I?
I got you. Man.
I'm joking.
And to be honest, there's a Earl. Earl, he goes by the name of Swissberry. He's the one who helped me throughout my first EP, and he's from Zimbabwe as well.
All right.
He's real dope.
Talking about your first EP. Anyway, let's go back to the first EP. Yeah. Beautiful piece of work. And was that your first body of work to put together?
Yeah.
Why EP, not an album?
Album is too soon. I don't think I have enough listeners for people to actually listen through to like a 20-minute like a 20-minute album. It's difficult for me to listen
What's
to
the difference between album according to you? Between EP and album according to you?
An EP is a lot more smaller. So an EP can consist of like 5 to like 6 songs, 6, 7, 8 songs sometimes.
I think Kanye West did an album with
so album would be like, it'd be more considered as an EP, but you can't put it into that platform as well.
I mean, according to you tell us
so
the
I think
difference.
So for me, the reason why I'm releasing EPs is because I feel like I don't have enough listeners yet for people to actually like consume a body of work. So I'd rather like give them little by little, here and there. So I think singles and little EPs is good, just because like what EP can be like 15 minutes long.
All right.
Whilst an album could sometimes be like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And to be honest, I don't even listen to albums myself.
All right. Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm always like trying to figure out what song do I like from the album.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then figure it out.
Yeah, but
one
day I will. One day I will.
How do you feel people received Butterfly Effect, man?
Oh, it was really dope. It was really dope. I
It's
think
a beautiful album.
Thank you. Thank you so
EP,
much.
I mean.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm pushing for an album, you see. I'm pushing for an album, man.
Nah, it was really dope. It was really dope. I think just for
how long did it take you to put up the whole thing? I know you had the music ready for years. I mean, to just make sure the final product is out. How long did it take you? Do you have arguments with anyone?
Yeah.
Or it's just your decision?
No.
You know?
I think that would make me. I wouldn't.
But it's good as an independent person.
It's good. It's good as an.
You can just say this song and that song.
Yeah. No, for sure. In that case, like, I get
the release date of Thursday.
But then at the same time, it's like, okay, in terms of releases, it takes like almost a month to put things onto like distribution websites, like Apple, iTunes, Spotify, and all that stuff. It takes like almost a month to get processed. But if you're like a big artist, I'm pretty sure you can decide to just put it out on the same day. I think, I'm not 100% sure. But do I have arguments with people about things? Yeah and no. Like, I think the arguments could sometimes be like, this will sound good here, this will sound good there, or whatever. But I'm open for. My ears are open. Like, I'm not gonna just decline anything.
Yeah.
I think that's that can make me a better artist as well. Being open and listening to people, and I think
listen, look, observe.
Exactly, and
execute.
Yeah. But it's worked for me, I think a lot of the things that I've learned from.
Look at me trying to be to sound good.
No, but you're right though. You're right. Observing is very important. And I think.
What's your career highlight, man? The one you go like, man. That's one. If we have that one from there, then we move up.
A career highlight.
So far. Like concert you have been to, or a feature you had, someone you had worked with.
Yeah. I think
something you'd go like, if you have 2, 3, tell us.
Yeah,
I think
one. A real dope one is having connections with Sample the Great, who is she's an amazing. Yeah, so she's super awesome and she's killing it. You know what I mean? Like, I think she's underrated.
No doubt.
In the Australian scene, which is
she's
super
definitely
weird.
Worldwide, I'm sure.
Yeah, she's worldwide. But then, like, I feel like
that's what I'm saying. Like in Australia, it's just
which is another conversation as well. Why aren't the Australian scene really looking into more? But then again, that's a different conversation. But I think just like there was a point where Sample would like take us to her gigs and just see the way she maneuvers and things like that. And for me, as someone who wants to like do this
venture
as a future,
in the same,
career, it was really dope to like just hang around with her.
She's a great person.
Oh, she's awesome. Her and her whole crew and her sister as well. Like, they're amazing people, man.
Unbelievable. You just mentioned her. I think a year ago, before she went somewhere, we had contacts with her. Then they said, when they come back, we'll contact the lovely people, even the management, of course.
They
still have the contacts and stuff like
100%,
that. And they said, no, we can't come down south. If you could come to the city. I said, I've got them 3 rascals. My kids are like a problem,
Yeah.
That's why I'm stuck here.
Yeah. So, just being able to like shadow her a bit.
She's been touring soon,
she's touring everywhere. And I think, she was just in Sydney, and I think Melbourne as well, and all these sorts of things. But she's awesome, man. She's really awesome. And just to see her doing what she's doing at the level that she's doing it is really like inspiring for me. And another one as well, I think there was a Ross ROSS that was organized by Kush and Julia D and a lot more other people as well. Like, they had
I saw you on stage on that one.
Yeah.
Someone sent me videos.
Yeah. So that one, I think
a great performance.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I think
you're really good. You put it out there.
Yeah. And I think like just for me to be able to
Be part of it.
Yeah, be part of it, and such an amazing, lineup of artists and everything like that. And it's so dope just because like these are South Sudanese artists, and like this is organized by like South Sudanese community and specifically by these two, which is such an amazing thing. But the reason why it was a highlight for me just because like it was really dope for me to receive the feedback and then to run along with it and to know that there's people out there that support me like that, and just because I don't really do a lot of shows.
You've got fans out there, man.
Yeah.
You don't know it, but when I started, sending my message out, they said, "What the?" I don't want to swear. And stuff.
But no, it was really dope, and even just I remember like listening to the crowd and the people singing along to the tracks and everything like that. And to me, that was like wait, hold on, what's going on?
That's why
that was one of those moments I had to like sit back and be like, hold on.
That's why I totally respect the time you took to come here.
Yeah.
Because I know them people who go like, did he come?
Yeah, nah.
What happened, Ron?
Nah, it was amazing. It was amazing. But I remember early on in my career, I say early on in my career, like I've been here for a long time. I remember having a chat with someone who, they used to mentor me. Not mentor, they used to manage me, but like they weren't really doing anything.
Oh yeah.
And they said something that stuck with me.
What was that?
That annoyed me a bit, and I was just, having a chat with them about. They were just saying, in order for me to actually make it within the Australian scene, or just to pop up a bit more, is that I need to move away from the African community a bit more.
All right.
Do you know what I mean? So they were targeting. So they were saying my target audience should be a lot more white people.
I'll say this in percentage form.
Yeah.
Which is 60% true.
Yeah.
That means I kind of support it a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But which is true. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Because sometimes our African brothers and sisters, I'll say it now because it's a platform that I say stuff. They don't like to support. They only want to support when you're coming from the other side.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's no lie. If you go to the other side, then like emerge from there, you go like, I've been here for a long time. I've been doing the same thing that I'm doing, but I'm just emerging from that side. Yeah. Now you accept me. So I understand where that person is.
I get it. No, 100%.
But it's sort of like a little bit offensive.
Yeah, no. I think,
me.
Yeah, no.
That's why I stick to this side. Then I'll go like, I'll stick to this side to see how things go.
Yeah, yeah.
But you understand what I mean?
No, 100%.
That's why
I
have a 60%.
Yeah.
Understanding.
I think this is what I mean when I say like business side of things, because those are the terms that I don't understand like too well. Do you know? So,
but you have to consider that.
I do. But then this is what I mean.
Don't take it like, no.
Yeah. And I think it was just the way they worded it was a lot more different to how you're saying it now as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, and another thing as well on top of that is like I think in Melbourne, which is like crazy to me, is the fact that there's so many artists and so many like people of like such dope creatives and everything like that. But then there's not as much support happening around here in terms of like companies or headquarters or anything like that. So say for an example.
No, and also, we don't want money from our brothers and sisters. We just want love. Oh, Tèbir, you've done well. I like your song, man. Just a simple comment or something.
Yeah.
Oh, when you're having a show, or come support and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But sometimes if I emerge from the other side and the other side is saying, he's great and stuff, they'll go like, he's our brother. You go like,
yeah.
Looking at them like, you were not even telling me that at that time. Or probably we're brainwashed. We need to that's another topic.
Yeah, no, I think that's the thing that I feel like only Australia, the entertainment industry.
How do you feel about it?
I feel like in Australia is like the only place in the world where you have to go outside to make it in order for people to respect you in your own hometown. You know what I mean?
Strange.
Yeah.
But Jesus did that the same. Don't worry. You're not the only one. Even Jesus I mean, like, I'm a Christian. Probably you Christian?
Yeah, yeah.
So Jesus had to, and people from his place, nah, we know him. He's the son of a carpenter.
Yeah.
Then he emerged from somewhere else, and people were like, "Oh yeah, he's ours."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's exactly what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
But thanks for visiting us, man. What else do you wanna on your bucket list? Give us 3 artists on your bucket list that you go like, okay, this is a dream come true. I would love to have them on my projects or on any project. 3.
3 artists.
Or producers, they don't have to be artists.
Yeah,
you go like, oh, I'd love this one to produce my song. I
Yeah.
like this artist to sing with them,
Yeah.
and I like this videographer to shoot my videos.
Yeah, I feel like
Just 3 people.
Yeah.
In the same industry that you would say on your bucket list, I'll have these ones.
Oh, in the same, like within this
There's
industry?
just industry, the music industry.
Okay, as an overall.
As an overall umbrella,
Okay,
it doesn't. They don't have to be artists.
Yeah. I think T-Pain.
Yeah.
T-Pain is someone that I really want to work with. If you ask anybody, like T-Pain's been my favorite artist for a long time, and so it's really special for me to see that reaction. Burna Boy, I think he's a dope artist, man. He's a real dope artist.
That Nigerian music is taking over the world, man.
It's taking over.
What the hell? We used to take it for granted,
Yeah. Now that the world
everywhere
accepted it, everyone's trying to claim it a bit more now.
Yeah.
But Burna Boy and I think Blast, which is
Blast, yeah, man.
he's an upcoming artist, but I think he's real dope.
Where is he best?
I think California or something like that, out in the US. But he's a real dope artist. Yeah. I started listening.
Why choose him, man?
Why choose him?
The other ones I know why we would choose them.
Yeah.
But
No, I think we make a lot of similar content. Yeah, I think we make a lot.
So it will make sense.
Yeah.
If you make like songs with him.
Yeah. For sure.
Man, I'll look him up too.
Down.
Yeah. Is the music industry in Australia, we talked about this a little bit anyway, in Australia, is it supportive of young black artists like yourselves?
Is it
you feel? Is it true that you have to make it to America so that it makes sense or around the world first anyway, before you make it? We just talked about it. That was the question here.
Yeah. I think...
Is it supportive? The music industry, so.
I feel like is there... I wanna try and bring up examples, I want an African artist to really give it their all. You know what I mean? I want them to give it their all to a point where they are at like such a high level in the Australian music scene, where then the industry could like see what, and then I want the industry to see what they could do with him. You know what I mean? And specifically like people that look like us. You
take yourself for granted though. You're in that category. That's why I'm asking that question.
Yeah, I haven't seen like for an example. I think
someone told me, as an artist, I take myself for granted. Sometimes I don't even ask people like, should I be on the radio show or something like that? Should I give them my music and stuff? How do I give them my music?
Yeah. But what I was trying to say is like, if you look at like the Islander community. Recently, like a lot of their artists have been popping off a lot more because they've been getting that support from their own community and everything, and it's been such massive support that it's now forced the industry to accept them. Do you know what I mean? While a few years ago, that was not what was hip hop. Like the whole drill rap and all these other things, like that wasn't happening not too long ago.
Is it the generational difference, or
it was bound to happen eventually? I think this music scene is just gonna catapult a lot more, like especially with like in this particular genre that I'm doing, that a lot of the people that I know are doing.
Your one is universal.
Yeah.
It's not like we're scared of that music or anything. R&B and the sound that you produce, like I said, it's relatable to everyone.
Yeah, for sure.
Some of your songs are baby making songs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So would you like the Sudanese community to support it in great numbers first? Then we see.
I guess I feel like that door is yet to be open for the African community in Australia. Like that, like to have an artist that we could then be like, this is one of ours. Do you know what I mean? At like a global stage.
How do they get there though?
I don't know. I don't know, man. Like it's a good question.
It's a question to both of us.
Like, I mean, if I knew how to get there, I'd definitely
open that door.
I think something that you need to do is like just venture out, and see what can come on.
The Australian market has always been very difficult, man. Have you find yourself being a target from other musicians who are in the same genre or different genre? They go like, man, look, like I have beef with him.
Nah, I don't think my music is that type of music. You know, like it's not targeting anyone or anything like that.
But when you're singing there, all the girls will be throwing bras at you and stuff on stage and stuff like that. Someone will just go like, I've got beef with him. He's singing about something controversial against me or something.
Yeah.
Or my girl. I saw him talking to my girl at the club. That's the song for her.
Yeah. Nah, I think more of a concern is just what's been going around. What's been going on within the African community.
Yeah, I was going to ask that.
Yeah.
I was going to ask that. Let me look for the question, actually. And actually bombard you with that one. I was going to say to you, man, in Australia, we have African role models in all fields. Sports, medical field, lawyers, engineers, yeah? Our youth seems to be causing, uneasiness around the Victorian community due to illegal activities, and some of these activities are very violent to comprehend. Some of them ones you just go like, nah, man.
Yeah.
This is inhumane. What do you think is causing all this behavior around, man?
I think a lot of factors. I don't think enough services are happening around. I don't think enough mentors are put into these kids' life a lot earlier on. I think there's a lot of negative influences. I think there's like not really a culture that these kids have adapted, so it's more of like an identity thing. I think family needs support. It's just so many things, so many factors, and each one of them is all different as well. So each case is going to be unique. But
what should be done?
More services, more people like myself, more young adults being involved. It should, like the gap between the younger generation and us, it might not be that big, but like it's different to a lot of these kids that grew up in this culture, that grew up in Australia. Like they're searching for something. I don't know what it is. There's no like cultural sense. There's no, like back then when we were younger, there's a point in place where we could all meet up and all have a great time and nothing could happen. While now it's a lot more dangerous to try and organize something like that just because you don't know what could happen. And you know what led it to that point? Why is it happening? Is it the whole gang culture, the whole, carrying around weapons and all that type of stuff? So and the thing is, it's not slowing down as well. So it's a scary thing.
All right, it's something that's going on within the communities.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you think? Because some people say family breakdowns and stuff like that, and culture shock, and are causing these things. Some people are saying whatever they're watching on TV on YouTube is it's what's going on, man.
It's the peer influence. I think there's not enough
role models.
But then the thing is, they don't have role models to look up to, so they look at each other.
What should we do? That's the question.
Yeah, I think we need to have services in schools, like literally in schools,
from the ground roots.
100%. Starting as young as like prep, year 1, year 2. and also just having mentors that could support the families outside of school as well. Like school is only for 8 hours or so, but like kids, you don't know what they get up to like after school. You don't know what they get up to during the holidays.
Because parents will be busy working.
Yeah,
it's a different lifestyle.
Yeah,
Because parents will be working double shifts.
Yeah,
doing this,
and that's nothing as well.
Trying to sustain the life, trying to pay those mortgages.
People will try and blame families, but we've got to understand like the families have their own thing going
dynamics
going on at the moment, and then it's a difficult situation.
How about the mainstream media? Do you think it portrays what's going on, or they just say things to look a certain way?
Well, it doesn't help at all. What's going on, like them televising it and everything like that, it doesn't help. It does to them. It benefits them rather than the actual.
Just imagine when you were 13, you would come on TV for being a gangster. You would do it again.
Yeah. And a lot of the kids, they're looking for like instant gratification. It's all like, this makes me feel good for now. Like I hit someone.
Not looking,
my friends are praising me over here. They're saying, oh, I'm strong, whatever. These are all like instant gratification type of thing. But another thing as well is like, when kids carry around weapon, you say it's for protection or whatever, but like a lot of the times the intention isn't to use it.
Oh, but some people go like, I think we need to rearrange how the community leaders in the communities are at the moment, because the leaders at the moment who are there, they're not grasping what's going on the ground, and then they tend to ignore it. They don't want to address the issues and stuff, and it becomes a problem itself.
Yeah, I think within the community leaders, like I mentioned before, a lot more young adults, people that are my age, people that are a bit younger than me,
and all these things. We need to take more responsibility about that.
Because they're not going to listen to the older generation. And they're not even going to listen to us as well, right? Like,
so who do they listen to?
Some of these kids that are willing to change for the better, then by all means, there should be as much support provided for them. But then there are some kids where it's a bit too far gone.
Some people tell me we have to do it the African way. I don't know what African way means.
Yeah.
And I know what it means.
Yeah.
So do you agree with that, or just?
No, I agree, man. I agree. But then that's what I mean. I think some of these kids are a bit too far gone, man. And they don't want to hear anybody out or anything like that. They need therapists, man. They need a psychologist. They need, those type of supports.
So how about them other activities you used to have? You used to have basketball?
100%.
You used to have, things like that?
Yeah.
The Sudanese community used to have a lot of activities.
Yeah, used to be
Us as the Zimbabwean community, we used to watch what Sudanese community did. You had a lot of things going on your program.
Yeah,
what happened to the programs, right?
I think due to a lot of incidents,
politics and stuff.
They cancel, cutting fundings, not as much services that are happening around.
I think we should do something on this platform. I'll try and do something about it.
It'll be dope. Because I know there's a lot of kids that would want to get into these sorts of things. Getting into radio hosting, podcasts, all these sorts of entertainment
Talk
fields.
about issues and stuff.
Yeah, and I think the more accessible it is for a lot of these kids, the
better awareness.
100%. The better awareness will be,
and you can see the same, like someone from the same age talking about like let's not do that and stuff like that.
And I think organizing events as well, like little by little, right?
Giving kids something to do.
Where we bring everyone together, so we look at each other more as a community rather than like people from a different walk of life, So, I was talking about this not too long ago, but there's like people that are scared to come to Melbourne now just because of what's been going on and all these sorts of things. You know what I mean? Yeah,
I know what you mean.
Yeah, and rightfully so, because these kids are unpredictable. But yeah,
we have to do something. We just don't have to talk about it. We have to. Action speaks louder than words.
Yeah, and there's a lot more.
We need to contact a lot of people.
Yeah, there's a lot more.
Sorted, man.
Yeah, there's a lot more.
I know it's difficult work. So if I contact you for that reason, I'll go like, no, man, I know some popular R&B person who can come talk to them kids and stuff like that. Show up.
Yeah, these kids don't want to talk. There's not.
No. It's not about that, but we have to do something.
Yeah, for
then
sure.
they can join in.
Yeah, for
We'll
sure.
get some of them, just to see what you're doing. They can get into music because you're doing it.
For sure, and that's how it happened with me.
Yeah.
Just being around services, like going to that music thing on Mondays.
They can start a podcast.
and all these sorts of things. Just little things like that. Like that's what can mean the most to a lot of these kids.
COVID-19 has affected all of us.
Yeah.
In whatever way.
Yeah.
How were you affected by COVID-19, man?
How was I affected?
Positive and negative.
Negative, I think.
You couldn't perform,
Yeah, no performances, nothing like that. It was difficult to network. It's difficult trying to get yourself out there. Even music-wise, it just slowed down a lot. And just having that engagement with people. And I think I'm a very social person. But yeah, I don't know. It was really sad, man. Like COVID during that whole lockdown phase of just being alone is like, nah.
Do you record at home?
Yeah. Record at home and everything. But then I need inspiration. I need motivation. I need I can't be all in the dark just expecting something to come to me. I need to go through life experiences and all that to actually go for it. But
what does Tèbir do in his free time for leisure, man? Rumors tell me that you love going to the gym.
I don't really love going to the gym.
That's why I said when he comes here, I have to ask him.
Yeah.
What can I do with my life?
Man, I'm the wrong person to ask, man. I'm trying to. Yeah. I'm trying to do better. Like, I think that's so weird. Who the hell would say I would love going to the gym?
Someone said to me, you've got heaps of people around you who love music and stuff like that. So I was going to ask you this question. I want to apologize because the situation. When you're dating, would you prefer someone who is musical or what's your type?
Nah, it doesn't matter. I don't think it matters.
All right.
I think everyone loves music to an extent. So as a matter of fact, if
R&B singers are difficult to know. Probably they want an R&B girl. They want
Nah. I think everybody loves music to an extent. So it's like if this person's into music or not into music, if they can let you know whether they like your music or not. You know what I mean? Everyone.
If they don't like your music, it's not off, is it?
That is like shit.
All right. Well, what's your type? What's your type of girl? Like, these girls are good. Nah,
I don't have a type.
All right.
I don't really have a type. It's just
good.
Someone that's real, someone that's caring.
Yeah.
Nothing extreme.
In Africa, or like if you can cook for my mum.
Yeah. 100%.
That's it.
Yeah.
What advice would you give someone who is thinking of venturing into the music world, brother? At the moment, after COVID.
For me, honestly, I think the most important advice I can give is to talk with people that have been that are at where you want to be. If you can get a chance to be in the same room with them, or even just reach out to people that you look up to. And this goes to in any field as well. It doesn't even just have to be music. Like if there's someone that you admire or someone that is where you want to be, reach out to them and actually have that conversation with you. A lot of the times you'd be surprised about their responses. And I can't imagine people rejecting that type of conversation,
The word passionate will also come to my mind.
Yeah.
The word consistent
100%
would come to my mind.
You have to really want it, yeah.
Not just doing it 2 minutes and think, I've seen that video that Tèbir did. Yeah. How long did it take you to have that finished product? I saw the other video commenting saying, thanks to everyone who come here. Some people think it takes like 2 days. The video is out.
Yeah.
It takes the whole village.
Yeah, 100%. It takes the whole village.
That's consistency, yeah?
Yeah. 100%. And I think these are all people who are all walking the same line as me. So these are all people within the same field as me. These are all people who enjoy the same things that I do. So just for me to create that piece of art and have people that are that I'm close to created, like it meant a lot for me.
How can people access your material, man, or get in contact with you?
Just reach out to me, email me, reach me out on social media, Chief Tèbir all over Twitter, Instagram. And I need to get on TikTok a lot more as well, you know. I see.
Not on TikTok.
Yeah, get on.
I don't understand it.
Just cut.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
I'm too old for it. So
yeah. No. Get into it. That's where everyone is these days. But yeah, just social media or just
Tèbir,
shoot me a message. Tebir.
All right.
Yeah.
They'll find you there. What other projects or bookings do you have in line, man? Well, so that, you know, if you want to come to somewhere, you know.
Yeah, for sure. I like my main goal at the moment is that I want to release a project within the next few months.
Is it an album? Or an EP?
I think I might have maybe 7 songs, 8 songs.
All right, beautiful.
And I think that's long enough.
That's long enough.
People don't need a whole
their own 22.
Yeah,
Chris Brown did a 22 song one.
Like I'm gonna listen to one song every day of Chris Brown stuff. I can't. That's just too many
7
songs.
is good.
7 is good. Nothing too much.
I love that.
And especially with people's attention span.
And make sure, if you're scared, like, people will be confused whether it's an album or an EP. Yeah. Make an album that's like on the line. Just over the line. It's an album. Do you know what I mean? Because your music is already beautiful, man.
Thank you.
How many music videos are you gonna give us this time?
A lot.
Yeah?
A lot. I know, like...
Who's gonna feature?
Are you trying
someone
to
anticipating? I mean, like, who's gonna feature on them? We anticipate.
Okay. Who knows? I'll keep it as a surprise for now.
All right.
Keep it as a surprise for now. But that's another thing as well that I love to do. Like, I love reaching out to like a lot of like friends and people who I respect in collaboration, who do acting or whatever. You know, it sort of feels like I'm a scout a bit.
All right.
Know? But
do you work with the same like engineering and stuff?
Yeah.
When you're recording?
So I work. So
producers?
my main engineers at the moment, Eric Beats, Swiss Berry, who helped me create.
You told me about it.
Iconic,
Zimbabwean, is it?
Yep, Zimbabwean. Iconic.
Should be on this program.
Yeah, you should get him one day. You should get him.
I'll get the contact.
Iconic Beats was really dope. We have a lot of great stuff coming out. And my younger brother, Iwak. Yeah. So
why didn't you bring him here? You should have. He was the one who's gonna tell us your story.
I'm telling you, he doesn't even have social media. He doesn't have anything like that. Like he just stays to himself. He's one of those introverts. Like he stays to himself.
But he does great job.
Yeah. He
amazing. Knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's a little prodigy. He's crazy. So a lot of these content that is gonna be coming out within the next few months is a lot of it from him.
When what? Probably we're getting into July. We're in June, end of June.
Yeah.
July.
Hopefully I can release something in either late July or August.
You're just waiting out a better man to just, you know.
we had some. I had something planned. I wanted to release it earlier, but I wasn't able to do it just because, you know, like I don't have the whole team. So I just have to be patient a bit. But yeah, definitely, I've got something coming out real soon.
Any shout outs?
Shout out to Alain Potier. If he was in Melbourne, he would have been here with me today. But yeah, he's someone who's helped me like work on a lot of content like since the get go. You know, since my first ever video clip to like now. You know, and he's out there doing amazing stuff as well.
Beautiful.
So yeah, shout out to him.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you gonna give me an acapella or just that's done?
Man,
you have to give me something.
I wasn't expecting it, man. I wasn't expecting it, man.
Not today. This is the Pondra Show with your boy DjRonRon, the Gaston Gladiator. In the studio, we've got royalty, like I said.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah?
Appreciate it. Thank you so much for having me. It's
when your projects come out or just before they come out, we want to see you here, man.
Oh, for sure.
This should be your home. I know it's too far.
Yeah.
But with the beast that's outside there that I saw, you can just flow. Yeah.
Nah, for sure. Listen, I got your number, man.
We're done, man.
I still think about you.
That's it.
Appreciate it.
What you say? Do I do? 'Cause I still think about you, girl. I still think about you. did you feel when I said that I don't love you